Coming off the bye week, the Saints at 6-2 play host to the 5-3 Green Bay Packers. The Saints are without Kenny Vaccaro. They're without Joey Shatley, obviously. They're also just a little bit banged up in a few different areas, but the Packers are without Morgan Burnett, which means that their secondary is a little bit weaker, as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers will be receiving first. Let's boots it away, and this game is underway as Randall Cobb kneels it. And here comes the Green Bay Packers dynamic offense led by Aaron Rodgers. 67% on the season, almost 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6 picks, en route to that 5-3 record. 2nd and 13 for the Packers. Give us to Eddie Lacy. Lacy trying to bounce around, but Cameron Jordan stops him after a gain of only 1. We're going to take a look at the rest of this offense. One of the best offensive lines in the NFL, anchored by Bakhtiari, Balaga, and Lane. In at the rest of the skill positions, it's Cobb, Rodgers, Nelson, Lacy, and a few others. 3rd and 12 from the 23. Rodgers has time, looks, throws to Richard Rodgers. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection continues. That's a gain of 23 yards. 1st and 10 from the 46. Aaron Rodgers throws over the middle to Paul for a first down. That was a nice pass from Rodgers. 1st and 10 from the 38. Lacy on the give, and he is wrapped up by his ankles. That is Shad Houston in on the tackle. 2nd and long for Green Bay, working out of the pistol. Play action fake, Rodgers screen to Cobb, and Cobb tries to juke away, but he is brought down a few yards shy of the first. 3rd and 4 from the 31. Tight trips to his right, Rodgers throws, and it's incomplete. Sanchez McNeil broke it up. There was a check down that Rodgers missed. 4th and 4, Mason Crosby on, kick is up, and it is good from 49, and the Packers will take an early 3-0 lead. Here comes sunshine for the Saints. Wesley Ripkowski, 63.5%, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks in his first start against the New York Giants. 1st and 10 from the 30, play action fake, Ripkowski is intercepted by Demarius Randall, intended for Kent Clemens. Clemens just did not react properly on that route. It looked like it was designed to be a comeback, but he just kept going, and that's a huge turnover. Demarius Randall's 4th interception of the season, and this Packers offense can't be given freebies. 2nd and 1, Lacy on the give, and that's another first down on the ground for Green Bay. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Twin tight ends on the field for Rodgers. The give is to Lacy up the gut with a cut, and Lacy keeps his legs churning on his 6th carry for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Rodgers. Play action fake to Lacy. Throws to Richard Rodgers. Working in space versus Stephon Anthony. And that's a big first down. It's 1st and goal. Next play, Lacy on the give, and he leaps over the pile for the touchdown. Packers are up by 10. 2nd and 6 on the Saints' next possession. Darren Waller cannot catch the drag route. We're going to take a look at this Green Bay Packers defense. On the defensive line, it's anchored by Mebane, Mike Daniels, and Kenny Clark. In their linebacking core, a lot of talent here. Blake Martinez, Perry, Jake Ryan, and Clay Matthews. Lastly, in the secondary, Damian Stafford in for Morgan Burnett. Randall and Shields, a dynamic duo with Quentin Rollins back there as well. 3rd and 6 from the 28. Ripkowski steps up. He's going to run with it, and he's going to slide for the first. That's a gain of 8 on the ground for Sunshine. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Hand off to Raheem Blackman. Flag is thrown, and he's not going very far. Tackled really cleanly by the Packers. And there's actually going to be a hold on the play against Corey Stuvance, the right guard. That's going to set them back 10 yards. 1st and 20 from the 26. Ripkowski steps up, finds Josh Hill. saw the dropping defensive lineman and made a really nice throw. 2nd and 3, Blackman on the give, and he's not going to be getting very far. Stop shy of the first. 3rd and 1 from the 45. Ripkowski drops back, looks, throws, finds Michael Thomas, who falls, but he does maintain possession, working one-on-one with Rollins, and that will extend the drive for the time being. 2nd and 9 from the 47. It's a draw to Rakeem Blackman, but everyone from the Packers swarmed in. That was a blitz, and he gets swallowed up. 3rd and 9. Ripkowski fumbles! The ball is recovered by Mark Ingram, but Kenny Clark almost recovered the forced fumble. That would have been disastrous. 4th and 23. The punt from Javier Moran is down on the 8. What punt from Javier Moran, and poor starting field position for the Packers. 1st and 10, Lacey on the give, and he's going to get them some breathing room. Doubles the amount of space they had as he gains 8. 2nd and 2, right back to him. Lacey trips, but he does fall forward for the first down as we are heading to the start of the second quarter of play. 2nd and 7 from the 22. Rodgers, as time looks, throws for Jordy Nelson. It's broken up by Dejon Smith. Delvin Breaux got injured early in the game, and he will not return with an undisclosed injury, which means that Jocqua Fassitt's over to the number 1, and Dejon Smith out wide with Sanchez McNeil remaining in the nickel as that pass is complete to Richard Rodgers. 2nd and 5 from the 45. Rodgers looks over the middle, finds Jordy Nelson. Rodgers 7 for 9 to start things off, and the Packers are driving once more. Chance to make it a 2-score game. Aaron Rodgers is sacked. Cameron Jordan, Rankins, and Easley all got through. 2nd and 16 from the 30. Rodgers looking around. Nobody's open, and Hastings in on the sack. 3rd and 23 as the Saints are pushing them back. It's a draw to Lacey to get them back in a field goal range for Crosby. It wasn't his range anyway, but now it's a 51-yarder instead of a 55-yarder. From the left hash, and Mason Crosby drills it. It's 13-0. Green Bay extends their lead. With 8:30 left in the first half, Saints trying to put some points on the board. Ripkowski to Willie Snead, threw it a little bit behind him, but that's still a first down. 1st and 10 from the 41. They give it to Rakeem Blackman, takes it up to the edge, and Blackman fumbles! It's recovered by Jake Ryan, and Wesley Ripkowski with the tackle. It was forced, I believe, by Damian Stafford, and that is Rakeem Blackman's 4th fumble of the season. But more importantly, the Packers take over in Saints territory. 1st and 10, complete to Richard Rodgers, Shad Houston shadowing him. 7:12 left, Lacey on the give, and, well, John Hastings shot around the edge like a cannonball and took him down. Darian Strickland in the slot. Rookie wide receiver, 3rd and 6. Rodgers dancing around in the pocket, rolls out, and he is hit as he throws. That is David Onyemata in space. From 48, Countess almost blocked it, but Crosby hits it through. It's 16-0. Packers out on top. 2nd and 10 for Ripkowski and the Saints. Offense needs to get something going. Ripkowski rolls out, throws, and incomplete. Just a bad pass. 3rd and 10 from the 30. 6:12 left. Ripkowski in the shotgun, looks, finds Kent Clemens, has the first down and more as he is tripped up. Working against Sam Shields, Ripkowski 5 for 9 so far on the game. 1st and 10 from midfield. Ripkowski, under pressure, is sacked. Mike Daniels breaks through, and the Saints' offensive woes continue. 2nd and 18. Handoff for Rakeem Blackman. Blackman gets a block, cuts it back, breaks a tackle enough to get a 19-yard gain. 1st and 10. It's a draw, and Blackman has nowhere to go. Packers defense has been swarming him so far. 2nd and long. Ripkowski, quick drop back, finds Mike Thomas. Michael Thomas with room! And he'll pick up 24, and they're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 17. Ripkowski, it as he throws, intended for Josh Hill. Had him open, just could not get the ball out in time. Next play, Blackman on the give. Rakeem Blackman has the first down to the 4. 8 carries, 38 yards on the ball game. 2nd and goal. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Ripkowski fade to Clements, and it's broken up. Nice play in the back corner of the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 2. Ripkowski to Blackman. Can't get in, and the Saints are forced to go for it here. They're not settling for a field goal. It's 16-0, and Blackman is speared and dropped. Alawale whiffed on his assignment, and the Packers take over on the 2. 1st and 10, and Lacey stopped! It's a safety! Shad Houston shot the gap, and the Saints are on the board at 16-2. With 1:42 left, Ripkowski with time finds Michael Thomas over the middle for a gain of about 12. They hurry back to the line. Play action fake. Ripkowski to Clements, and it's intercepted again by Randall. Demarius Randall returns it out to the 32-yard line. Looked like it was the same route. They had been scouting it. It's worked a lot for the Saints this season, but Kent Clements ran it a little bit poorly there, and that's another interception. Packers trying to take an even bigger lead. They have a 2-score lead right now, up by 14. 1st and 10, Rodgers in the flat, flag is thrown, Strickland on the reception, and that's going to be called back on a hold on the offense. So, that's on TJ Lang. 1st and 20 from the 27-yard line, 55 seconds left in the half. Rodgers on the curl to Randall Cobb, working against DeJohn Smith, and the Packers call their 2nd timeout. 50 seconds left. Rodgers from the shotgun. Takes a step drop, steps up, and he's just going to toss this one out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 from the 14. Can the Saints defense hold? Rodgers drops back, looks around, finds Darian Strickland, who jukes out to Ron Harmon. And they're going to give him the first, and they're not going to review it. 1st and goal, Rodgers rolls out and is sacked. That is Sheldon Rankins. They're going to hurry it back to the line. Actually, they're going to call a timeout first. 2nd and goal, 16 seconds left. Saints backing up. Check down to Lacey, 12 seconds left. He's brought down. They have to hurry it back up. Less than 5 seconds on the clock. They're going for it. Rodgers to Cobb. Dives! And is stopped on the 1. Jocqua Fassitt stops him. What a play. Inches shy of the goal line. And we head to the half with the Saints down 14. Can they make the comeback? Find out right after this. And we are back from that short halftime break. 2nd and 5. Pass to Michael Thomas is broken up as we're right back into the action. Saints started out with the football in the second half of play. 3rd and 5 from the 31. Ripkowski steps up, finds Thomas with running room. And Michael Thomas out to the fleur-de-lis for the first down. His 5th reception. 1st and 10 from the 49. Play action fake. Ripkowski is sacked. They dropped a lot into coverage, but Kenny Clark still managed to get through on that 3-man route. 3rd and 9, complete to Clements, has running room versus Shields, and Kent Clements is knocked out of bounds at the 10. Great catch and run for the rookie out of UAB. 2nd and 13 from the 14, complete to Rakeem Blackman, and Blackman is dropped at the 12. 3rd and 11 from the 12. 8:55 left in the 3rd. Ripkowski steps up into a sack from Kenny Clark. Will Lutz on. Lutz on, Lutz off. Three is good, and it's 16-5. On the next drive for Green Bay, Rodgers off play action. Has nobody open, and he is forced to take a sack. Could have tried to throw it away, but Cameron Jordan giving chase brings him down. 3rd and 12 from the 23. Rodgers has time, throws to Lacey in the flat, spins out Jocqua Fassitt, but is brought down by Stephon Anthony shy of the sticks, and the Packers are forced to punt. Saints back at it, 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ripkowski to Blackman. Checks it down. That's a gain of 4, trying to get Raheem Blackman more involved in the passing game. That sets up a 3rd and 5 from the 30. Ripkowski rolls out, and he is going to throw it to Mark Ingram. In on 3rd down. That's a 13-yard pickup for Ingram, trying to get him more involved in the offense. 1st and 10 from the 43. Ripkowski looking around, he's going to roll out one-on-one, sees Blackman versus a safety, and that is incomplete. Just overthrew him. Damian Stafford going step for step. 2nd and 10. Touch pass to Willie Snead, working against Quentin Rollins in the slot. And Snead has the first. They're out past midfield. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Ripkowski steps up. He's going to take off and run with it and slide to avoid the hit from Rollins. Out to the 38. 2nd and 7 from the 38. Now in the shotgun. Hill motioned out into the slot. Ripkowski looking around, steps up, throws it to Ken Clemens across his body. Enough arm strength to get that to him. Setting up a 3rd and 2. Blackman on the give. Has the first down and a little bit more. He'll pick up 7, 14 carries, 53 yards on the ball game. They're still down by 11. 1st and 10. It's a draw to Raheem Blackman, and the Packers were ready. Jake Ryan in on the tackle, gain of only 1. 2nd and 9 from the 25. Ripkowski to Blackman in the flat, and Stafford with a great open field tackle. 3rd and 5 from the 21. Ripkowski looking around, throws to Mark Ingram, has the first down with a juke, but a flag will likely bring this back. It's going to be holding against the Saints. We'll see who it's on. It is on Hugh Thornton, the left guard, and that's going to push them back. 3rd and 15 from the 31-yard line. They come out empty. Ripkowski steps up, throws to Clements in traffic. He could not haul it in through the hit, so Lutz on to make it a 1-score, 8-point game. Kick is up, and it is right down Main Street. And we're headed to the 4th, or just about to the 4th, with the Saints down by 8. It's been a defensive battle. 1st and 10, Rodgers off play action, airs it up, takes a hit from Harmon, and it's intercepted to add insult to injury. Dijon Smith one-on-one with Randall Cobb, and that could be a game-changing play. 1st and 10, 25 seconds left in the 3rd. Ripkowski tries to escape and takes a sack. Clay Matthews off from the right side. Start of the 4th quarter, 3rd and 15 for Ripkowski and the Saints. Rip looks, throws, and finds Clements in a really tight window. That's a huge pickup. What a dime from Wesley Ripkowski and a catch from Clements. 2nd and 9, hit as he throws, incomplete for Raheem Blackman. Now 3rd and 9 from the 32. Ripkowski steps up, finds Snead, but he can't get enough for the first. And they're going to punt it away. Javier Moran from his own 36 is going to kick this one away. Back is Cobb, and he's going to call for the fair catch to Marco Kid bearing down. That's another punt inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 12. Rodgers off play action. Rolls out and is sacked just shy of the end zone. Dominique Easley in on the sack. 2nd and 22. Handoff, Lacey. He's not going to get anywhere. He does get a little bit of breathing room out to the 2-yard line. 3rd and 20. Just trying to avoid a safety here. Fullback dive to John Kuhn, who is back with the pack. and that's going to be a gain of 3, giving a little room for the Packers. 4th and 17, Brandon Fields kicks it to Daniel Lasco, back on his 30. What a kick from Fields, and Lasco with a juke and out to the 46-yard line. Great starting field position for the Saints. Rakeem Blackman in the backfield with 4 wide. Hand off to Blackman, and Rakeem Blackman takes a hit from Jake Ryan. Packers defense has held up very well in both stages so far. 2nd and 8 from the 48, play action fake. Ripkowski to Snead and overthrew him. Incomplete. 3rd and long for the Saints with about 8 minutes left. Pass to Josh Hill in the flat. Breaks the tackle! And Josh Hill gets stopped shy of the first. 4th and inches, they're going for it. Quick pass to Craig Stevens, holds on, and Stafford with a touchdown-saving tackle. 1st and 10, Blackman trying to get around the edge, loses 4. Just another great tackle by the Packers. 2nd and 14, Ripkowski steps up, throws to Snead. Willie Snead with a nice route, and that's a big first down. 1st and 10 from the 21, Rip drops back, throws incomplete. Not a good decision. That could have been picked off by Nick Perry. 2nd and 10 from the 21, 6:25 left. Pass to Michael Thomas, one-on-one in space, and he is gone! Blake Martinez couldn't catch him, and they're going for 2 to try to tie this ball game up. Come out in the shotgun. Ripkowski looks, finds Michael Thomas, back to him, and we are tied with 5:50 left. Rodgers off play action, looks, finds Jordy Nelson one-on-one versus Jocqua Fassitt. They're out past midfield on a big chunk play. 1st and 10 from the 47. Hand off Lacey, and Eddie Lacy. It's not going very far. Cameron Jordan stops him for a gain of only 1. 3rd and 8. 4 minutes left. Rodgers looking around. He's going to throw it to Lacey, and Eddie Lacy keeps the legs churning and gets the first. Houston and Smith could not stop him. 2nd and 8. Rodgers rolls out. Aaron Rodgers gets away and is going to be hit by Countess, but he gets 9 down the sideline. A timeout burned much earlier in the half could end up costing the Saints as Eddie Lacy is stopped at the 2-minute warning for a gain of only 2. 2nd and 8 from the 24. Lacy on the give, and he's not going very far. Kruger and Houston in. 3rd and 7 from the 22. Twin tight ends for the Packers. It's 22 personnel. Hand off Lacy, has an open running lane and has the first. Saints are going to save that timeout. Packers not burning the clock. Not sure what they're doing, but that's going to be a gain of only 1. 3rd and 9. 25 seconds left, and they're going to snap it. The give is to Kuhn, and he's going nowhere. Saints call their final timeout. Packers give them 56 seconds left or so. As that field goal is good, the Packers take the lead, but they gave the Saints a lot of time to drive down the field. Lasco on the return. He's going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line, but a flag is thrown, and this is going to push the Saints back. Not what they need to start off this possession. It's Sanchez McNeil on the illegal block in the back. 1st and 10 from the 18. Ripkowski rolls out to his right. Has nobody open. He's just going to air it up for Blackman, and he can't haul it in. Good coverage downfield. 2nd and 10. Ripkowski, one-on-one, giving Kent Clemens a shot and overshoots him. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 from the 18. 35 seconds left. Pass to Josh Hill is caught. They have to hurry this one back up. It's a gain of 16. Ripkowski shy of 300 yards, and he is going to clock it with 21 seconds left. They need about 30 yards to get into Lutt's range. 2nd and 10. Ripkowski to Blackman in the flat, and he's forced out of bounds. Picks up 5, 15 seconds left. 3rd and 5, Ingram is in. They're motioning Michael Thomas across the formation. Ripkowski looks, throws for Clements, and it's dropped. Working against Quentin Rollins probably helped them out that he dropped it there. Would have been a couple seconds left. 4th and 5, pass to Blackman is dropped in the flat, and Rakeem Blackman flat out dropped it. He could have gotten to maybe the 45-yard line before being forced out of bounds. And we'll never know what would have happened as the Packers defeat the Saints in New Orleans 19-16. The Saints put up a hell of a fight, but in the end, they could not get the job done. Ripkowski loses his first NFL game, and the Saints fall to 6-3. Packers improve to 6-3. Ripkowski 25 for 42, 304, a touchdown, 2 picks, and a fumble. They were playing from behind from the very beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlightswami, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace!